Tune in to Black Ramen Podcast. This Black Ramen is delicious, baby. Yo!
I feel like it wasn't 5 seconds before. It should be like 3.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while. How you doing? How's everybody doing? Hey, what's up? You now tuned into Black Ramen Podcast. I know it's been a while. Let's introduce each other, and then you could simmer down. Don't come for us at the door. It's been a long couple of weeks. Okay, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I Chatty Patty, aka Madam Straw Hat, and I have with me my kid. Hold on.
I am Sleepy Bree, T7 Bree. Glad to be back.
What's up, people? This is Derby, aka Sexual Chocolate. Also glad to be back, and we have with us a very special friend and longtime friend of the pod.
Yes. Yes, since back in the pandemic days. And look again, another pandemic facing America.
We got like 3.
Yeah, man. But for the uninitiated, it is your boy, D-Town, a.k.a. hiphop&ANIME Vibes, a.k.a. Sop Smoke, a.k.a. Usher X Hunter. And you are now rocking with the Black Ramen Podcast. How has everything been?
I like that. That was nice. I feel special.
Had to drop a bomb. Sorry, had to drop a bomb. That was epic. It's always epic when you with D. It's always epic. Hold on, let me get. All right, hold on, guys. Hold on.
It's all
I've been good, man. I've just been avoiding salads.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like to that point, it's been profiling. They've been profiling, kind of like centering Taco Bell at all of this. Yeah. Like, granted, mind you, this has been a side effect or symptom of eating Taco Bell for decades.
But the E. coli outbreak a few years back was on Taco Bell as well.
Yeah, man. It's like, hey, man, this is profiling, and profiling is not right. Heaven forbid, I never want to be the guy to defend Taco Bell, but justice for Taco Bell.
D, that's what it looks like right now. So
I mean, listen, justice will prevail. Only one truth prevails, as Conan Etegawa would say.
Oh gosh! All right, guys, it's good to be back. So let's get the ball rolling. So I know a lot of you guys are recovering from the Sony announcement. Starting, I think it's next year, isn't it?
2028.
2028. Sony will no longer produce any of the physical media copies of your favorite games. If you had pre-ordered a game, what they're saying is they're going to send you the cover with the code inside.
Yeah.
So that's it. They said that's it.
Yeah, I mean, games have technically already been kind of doing that. So like the physical disc is not actually holding the game for a while now. It's just like accessing their servers to let you play the game. So
that
it's just more in your face. They're finally, pulling the veneer off and just saying, yeah, guys, we haven't been giving you the game. And now we're just going to make you understand fully, like with every fiber of your being, you have nothing.
Okay. So
is there any game console right now that if you buy a physical copy that is physically the game that you can play regardless of Wi-Fi? Like, are any is Nintendo, is Xbox?
No, not Switch. Not Switch.
Not Switch either, I don't think, because you download from there. Is there any current console, like the most recent generation, that does use just the purely physical one?
No.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But this happened a while ago. It's just, it's like, it's finally just in your face. Like, I have a PS5 and I have the disc version because, I kind of like the feeling of having the disc. And some of your old games would still work. So, like your PS4 games. So, I don't know if all of those had the same issue.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what up, D?
I think and I don't want to say we should have seen this coming, but as a former gamer and resident old nigga, I can say I remember when they shipped out games and sent games that were complete. You know what I mean? Like when they launched the game and you had the physical disc, that was the game, bugs and all, right? Where I think the transition kind of fucked things up at, like for the gaming industry, was these microtransactions that they're doing into the games. So now they're able to kind of like ship a partial game, and you can, at that point in time, download the rest of the game at a later date and time. I think what they're trying, yeah, absolutely. And I think this is a part of the enshittification of gaming. It's been a bit of a longer play for us to watch this play out over the course of like maybe like the last 15 years. But what I believe that you're seeing is they want to push people away from actually owning the physical game, because when you sell that physical game, right, you can only sell that physical game once, which is why they introduced the microtransactions, right? You now have an LTV or a lifetime value on that particular user, where it's like, you know, at first we were able to sell the game for $90. Now we're able to make $500 a year or $1,000 a year off of this one consumer. And I think this is in alignment with that, with them avoiding physical media, because now this is going to allow them to kind of move towards a more subscription-based type of model, where it's like, we're going to give you guys less and less for your money while we take more and more from you and make more and more money.
Yeah. And also it feels like they want to go to an Apple type situation where you're just kind of stuck on their store. Like you can't go anywhere else for your gaming. You have to come to us. So like, you want to fix your iPhone, you gotta go Apple. You want to buy a new PlayStation game, you gotta go to the PSN store. And no, we will not be having any real sales. We will give you $5 off after like on a game that's like 6 years old. Figure it out.
I also predict that they will also have like a streaming thing, where a monthly subscription, not a streaming thing, a monthly subscription where
They already do.
Okay. Yeah. There it is.
PlayStation Plus is a thing. I just canceled mine.
Wow. So my thing is, what do you think this will do moving forward? Because I know this is a domino effect. So what is it going to do with all of the physical medias that fans like us? Because to be a fan is to be a collectible, like to collect all the stuff that you like, nostalgia and everything. So what does that mean for us?
So go ahead, Derbs. You got it, bro.
Shit, I lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw you off. But what I believe this means for us, and I think it's best for us to take a look at this from a broader perspective. Meaning, I know we're having a conversation about gaming, but we've seen this happen in anime with the Crunchyroll acquisition of Funimation, right? There were a lot of people that bought like digital media and digital goods with Funimation, and Crunchyroll said they would honor that, and they did not honor that. And that's kind of like what radicalized fans into being kind of like anti-Crunchyroll, especially coming over from Funimation. Prior to Sony making this announcement, I don't know if you guys seen this, but they removed 500 movies from like their digital like distribution platform. So, and these were movies that people had purchased, like, you know, so you have to look at it from the standpoint of like, I do think it's going to push people to kind of like own physical media. But I also believe that this is going to allow companies to justify the bloated and high prices that they're having people pay for digital media. For example, there's no reason to me, there's no reason that Grand Theft Auto 6 with no physical disc should be pre-selling for $80. There should be no digital game that is released that is sold for $70 or $80, especially if there's no physical aspect to it.
Right.
And especially when that's just the base version, not the actual full version, which is closer to 100.
Right. And the gotcha is the thing that they try to get us to believe in regards to physical media is, why are these games so expensive? Oh, it's because of the cost of production to produce physical goods to put in your hands and distribution. And it's like, with you guys eliminating all of that, but at the same time keeping the prices the exact same, it's the ultimate finesse. And I want people to pay attention to that, because I think a part of the problem with consumers is they ain't been scammed enough to realize when they've been scammed. You see what I'm saying?
Oh no, I do. So like consider honestly, I have no faith that the consumer is going to figure this out. In part because Netflix screwed over like their whole fan base, where they're like, yeah, so we're not going to let you use this with your families anymore if they live outside of your house, and they're probably cracking down even more like towards that. And I expected, consumers are going to notice. Like, people love their families. Why would they keep using Netflix if they can't share it with, their mom or their kid in college? And Netflix has been making more money than ever. So Sony looked at the math, said, what? I think in their announcement, they were like 80% of their users already are only buying digital. And they're like, we can make that work. We don't need to make like the money we're making off the 20% that are buying physical. They'll stay. They already have the system. They're going to keep buying.
They're not wrong.
Can I make a radical prediction?
Okay. Is there any lottery numbers? Do I need a pen?
No.
Okay.
We're recording. It's cool, Patty.
Okay.
Nah, your boy is good, but not that good. But I'll tell you this, and this is tinfoil do-rag straight off the dome, but in alignment with the enshittification of kind of like digital streaming and digital media, I will not be surprised if they start to test drive cancellation fees.
Oh yeah.
For some of these gaming platforms. And Adobe is already doing this, which is why I'm like anti-Adobe. Like, Adobe will lure you in and say like, yeah, you can use a monthly subscription for like, our suite of products and stuff like that. And it's a really good deal. Like, you could like rent like Lightroom or subscribe to Lightroom for like $9.99 a month. But then when you go to cancel with Adobe, it's a $45 to $90 cancellation fee at any time. So it's
Equinox? That's gym membership.
Yeah.
Like, when you cancel to the gym, they like,
I mean, it's all gym membership. That's basically what they've been trying to achieve.
That's terrible. I wouldn't want that. It's bad enough to just collect the stuff that you like. Now I gotta when I go to Goodwill and I see a manga, that shit is slapped $50 because they know that shit is not pressing anymore. Have you noticed that when you go thrifting now?
Yeah, there's no such thing as the secondhand market in the way it used to be.
Right.
Like back in the day, I loved going to Goodwill because softbacks, paperbacks were 50 cents, hardcovers were $1.
Now we don't get it anymore.
And with more digital stuff, there's less and less of these other markets. You can't resell. You can't loan this. You don't even own the stuff. I know Amazon got in trouble last year in 2025, had a lawsuit because on their Prime Video platform, when you click buy movie, the consumers thought, yeah, I thought I bought the movie, but then you took it off your store. What is that? It's gone, though I bought it. It's like, nah, you bought a license to view it. So they got sued over that. And it was figured out, like, can you claim you're letting people buy stuff that they're not actually buying and that you can remove? And all of this is in that like 5 million word terms and services that even if you read it, you can't understand it.
Yeah, this is all late stage capitalism bullshit. And I think the practices that we're seeing in place, they're able to get away with a lot of this shit because corporations have more rights than people do at this current state. So I predict that this is going to get a lot. I don't think Sony is going to pivot away from producing physical media. I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to double down on that as hard as they can. And I think to take it a step back in this conversation, what is this going to mean for us? And again, I don't want to put the Black Ramen brand at risk, but I will state this as a fact. When you no longer can find a form of media physically or digitally, it becomes lost media, which then promotes piracy.
Hello. That's what I was waiting for.
Careful.
Nigga, it's a wrap. Get a life check.
Aside from just piracy and doom and gloom, let's talk alternatives. because this is bad.
Read a book.
Sony and
Read a
PS5 and
book.
PlayStation are screwing you. But that's the thing. Even if you like, say, ebooks, consider not. If you like gaming, I know that Steam is really trying to push itself as an alternative right now. Like, they see that opening in the market, and I think they're going for it. Now, 5-10 years, I feel like Steam is going to have a subscription and try to pivot into this, but at least right now, it seems like more PC gaming and indie games through PC are trying to rise up as the alternative to game consoles.
Yeah,
Saying, forget Nintendo, forget Xbox, forget PSN subscriptions. Come here, buy your game outright. You can download it. It's yours. Do with it what you want. You guys see that as a realistic alternative that people might really move towards?
Yes and no. So for some tech savvy people, yes, because I think there's some, not Steam, but there's some other like online gaming libraries that will sell you the game outright with all the digital files. I think GOG does it, but I'm not 100% sure. You gotta look it up to be sure. But Steam doesn't have a subscription service, and I've seen the sales on Steam. And I've seen the sales on Steam, and they cut deep, and they're great. So I have a Steam account, and I most likely will be shifting towards that. But if you are not a PC builder, like somebody who's willing to put in the work to build a PC, those consoles got you. I think most consumers are gonna be going after the convenience of a console over, trying to do it yourself.
But listen, if you ever do decide to become a PC builder, it's better if you pick the parts that you want. Don't buy the physical parts. It's a lot cheaper if you build your PC by putting the parts what you like, and then going to Best Buy to have them put everything together. I heard that's cheaper. And what's it, Newegg?
It's not cheaper, but it will make your life less of a nightmare if you have them build it for you. Because building a PC is kind of hard. Like a little piece could break off, and
it's a wrap. It took me 2 hours to put in my graphics card. Yeah,
as easy as Reddit wants to make it seem, is like, once you've done it like 2 or 3 times, it gets easier over time, obviously, but your first time is going to be a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah. Well, if you decide to do that, I think that's a great way to go in order to enjoy the things that you love and not be raped for it. Pause. I'm just saying.
It is an expensive option still.
Yeah, but I mean, think about how much money you're going to be saving in the long run until they fuck you over. So that's how I feel. But it's another dark day to be a fan. Like, of the things that you love, all the hobbies that we had for ourselves that were like niches that people weren't checking for. Now companies is like, oh, you like this? And your friends like this too? I'm about to make money off this.
Yeah, I'm going to own all of it, and there you go.
Yeah, and it's horrible, ladies and gentlemen. It's just like being a nerd gets expensive. It was always expensive. I saw y'all rooms. I see. Have you seen a fan's room? Have you seen a nerd's room? I'm like, this is a mortgage. This is a 2-family house. Like the wall-to-wall Gundam collection, the Legos collection, the books, the mangas that weren't even pressed anymore. Like mangas that Kodansha House would be like, we don't have how did you get this? Yeah, the pages are yellow, miss. This is my mother's.
I had to give up collecting Funko Pops. They are just bath toys for the kids now. We just opened them up, and here's Goku, here's Biggie Smalls.
There goes that resale value. Enjoy.
There it is. As soon as you break the seal, you just hear.
So what can a broke fan do anymore? Because I know even manga sales, we were just at Barnes & Noble this past week, the prices have gone up. It's no longer $12.99, $13. It's $14.99, $15.99. So what can a broke fan do legally?
Library is always an option.
Library app. The library app.
Is free. Please vote, and make sure to vote for people who want to keep your librarian intact.
Yeah. If you're but peep game, if you're an introvert and you don't want to go to the library, get the library app. Most importantly, I'm seeing people getting different library cards in different states just to have access to books. Do that. You don't live in Wisconsin, but Wisconsin got your book. Get a library card from Wisconsin. Everything is in your app, and then you don't have to get up and go anywhere. Especially with these times, What happened? There was a fire in Canada. I'm smelling nothing but brisket right now. And I live in New York. So if you want to stay in, stay in. But there are other motives there are other ways to enjoy your media without putting a hole in your pocket. And to find out more, ladies and gentlemen, tune in to Black Ramen Podcast. We will help you save the coin. And while you save the coin, don't forget to go to our Patreon and give us a little coin too. This is hard work, investigating and making sure that you are happy and you're not taxed for stupid, unnecessary shit that you don't need to be taxed for. So yeah, tune in.
And yes, double use promo code. No, there's no promo code. But to the point of what can we do as fans, I want to kind of build on what Bree said, and then I'll let you guys move on. But go to the library, enjoy your media, and if there's because I too, you might not know it from looking at me, but I too am a fellow poor. So I can't afford to buy the omnibus of books or the entire collection. But if you use the app, you can get you can rent the audiobooks. I think they allow you to do streaming, at least in my neck of the woods.
Mm-hmm.
But if you pick up something or you catch on to something that you absolutely love, like whether it's an audiobook, a movie, or something like that, you can go out and just buy that. You don't have to buy all physical media. You don't have to, purchase the entire Netflix catalog, but it's like, hey man, I like this specific chapter of The Promised Neverland. The manga is really good. So I would buy, there are times where I would just buy a chapter of a manga because I really like that chapter.
Mm-hmm.
With the intent on someday maybe building out my collection, but it's okay to buy one book at a time or whatever your check will allow you to do.
And I am a strong advocate of Christmas lists. As in, don't make me guess what you want for your birthday, what you want for Christmas, for Mother's, Father's Day. Make a list, send it to your friends and family. Say, if you ever want to get me a gift, I'm looking for volumes 5, 7, and 23. Real simple. You don't have to spend a penny, and they don't have to figure out whether or not you want another pair of socks.
That's true too. Wait, you know what? One more thing I forgot to mention. So a lot of people don't know this, that when you go to your local library, if you do decide to the library is a great source of everything that you need. The reason I emphasis on you getting your library card, because I don't want these libraries to go extinct. If you guys don't know, when we started this podcast, one of our very first episodes were at the library. They allow you to record and podcast there for free. So remember, this is government funded stuff. Take advantage of it, or it'll be gone like PBS.
Not only government funded, it's you funded. You pay taxes.
That's true.
Every time you get your check, there's a little bit of money missing. Yeah, that's for a library you're not using. Go use it.
Go use the library.
It's yours to use.
And if they don't have something you want, you can request it. You can request they get something.
Mm-hmm.
And they will use their public funds and say, okay, you want this book? All right, I'll go get this book. And the more books you take out, the more you rent, the more money they get back. So if you go in, don't just take one, take like 5 or 10. Even if you don't read them, keep them for a week, bring them back. And that will give the library more revenue, because the people who pay for it will look and say, okay, yeah, you're getting traffic. You're getting people coming. Yeah. Pretty much like and subscribe to your local library.
Please do that. Please do that. Please do that. And wait, one more thing to pivot to the library too. We have a literacy crisis. If you go to your local library, they do have programs to help you read better. And so you don't feel ashamed as an adult. If you feel like your grammar needs to be improved, if you feel like you want to be able to write a great resume, there are classes that they have once or twice a week that you can just be better at reading and writing. In these classes, as Derby would say, you pay for them. Mm-hmm. Nigga, like, just go there, bro. Like,
and even if you are a little stressed and you don't want anyone to know you can't read, guess what? It's the library. Just go in and pick up a book and then just lie and say, yeah, I'm reading this for my kid, to make sure it's safe. No one's going to double check that, right? Read an easier book and work your way up.
Yeah. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, ladies and gentlemen, is a great read. If you're trying to find a book for your kid, quote unquote. But anyway, all right. So there you have it. Moving forward, Derby and Bree went to Anime Expo.
Yay. It was crowded.
But But not only did they go to Anime Expo, they went as a unit, as a family, meaning they went with the baby. How did that go?
So first off, I made a terrible mistake. I didn't bring a baby carrier. So
Told
I
you.
was carrying the baby.
You are the
Bree did tell me.
carrier.
Exactly.
You are the
I
carrier.
was carrying the baby, and it was just me switching arms because our tiny one's like 20 pounds now. So it don't sound heavy when you start, but about an hour into Artist Alley, your arm just start to buckle. So
1 hour and 10,000 steps later.
right.
That's
So
all
yeah,
right.
all day just carrying her because I can't put her down because she could walk and she will run off.
That's
And
right.
will
I
lose the
noticed the
job.
difference in your arms. Like they were a little more cut. I was like, nerves.
Yeah.
Jesus, don't
Oh,
break
bro-
the mic.
He did jump on the mic like Johnny Bravo, like hosting.
He did.
Wait, but let me ask, Patty D-Town, have y'all ever brought your kids to a con?
No.
All
For
right,
this
well, rule number
reason,
one,
I'm
rule number
scared.
one, I'll tell this to anyone who's considering it. Well,
Mhm.
first, do it. It's adorable. As like fellow parents and others, it's so nice just to see other kids because you look. And if anyone ever said nerds don't get bitches, bam, living proof right there. You too can get a girl to say, "I will allow you to make me pregnant." It's inspirational. We are living proof that it can be done, ladies and gentlemen. You want a nerd girl, a nerd guy, someone to, cozy up with? It's possible. But that wasn't rule number one. That's just a PSA. You can do it. Rule number one, don't bring a stroller. You think your arms are going to get tired. You think it's going to be difficult. You think they're going to want to nap. I can't tell you how many strollers I saw at Anime Expo empty. The person was pushing a stroller, maybe some bag or stuff in it, trying to get through crowds while the baby was sitting in their arms. No kid wants to
Really?
stay in the stroller. No kid wants to stay in
really?
the stroller
Yeah, they
at a
get
con.
tired of it. pretty
Ever.
quick.
So what's
Oh.
going to happen is you're going to have this giant bulky stroller in the narrow alleys of Artist Alley while still having to hold your kid.
I would love to be in a stroller though. Like me, just
Right?
you push me around.
We would. We are adults. They're
Hey, as
kids.
they always say, youth
They
is
will
wasted
start
on the youth.
crying. It's a waste of space. Don't do it. If your kid
Okay.
is small enough to hold, get a carrier.
Okay.
Not small enough to hold,
Get a
lift
leash.
your weights before you go. Get a leash.
Get a leash.
Get a
I'm
leash.
getting that leash.
I really
I'm
recommend
getting that
the
white
baby.
people leash.
I
I'm
We
recommend
did
getting that
consider
white
the
people.
leash, but I think it was a little too late by the time we considered it.
Yeah. We were too
All
late.
right. Well,
You
well,
can
if I
tie it into
take
a baby cosplay. But
okay,
Do
yeah.
not bring a stroller. Use a carrier on your front or your back, or get a
Mhm.
baby leash if they're old enough to walk on their own.
hmm
Heavily recommend that.
I saw a baby dressed as Chopper with the hat, and he was just eating cotton candy, walking around.
Perfect.
Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Oh,
But yeah,
Mhm.
besides
What
that,
else did you guys do?
Pack a snack.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I mean, this is a general rule, not even for family. Like,
Mm-hmm.
bring your own food, because the highway robbery of these food stands. Every time I said, "Oh, that looked kind of good," $19 for half a sandwich. No. And I'm not even joking on that. I think it was 13, but it was still half a sandwich.
It was half
Half a sandwich of like just whipped cream and strawberries. In what world am I paying you that? But
Facts.
people were hungry, so cafeteria was full every single time.
That's how they get you. I feel like it's always essential to bring your food with you when you go to cons. You save a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen. Like,
I mean, they say they won't let you, but they usually do.
they do.
They're
They
not
do. What you gonna
monsters.
do, sir?
Yeah,
I eat gluten-free shit. Is any of this shit gluten-free? No. Let
Or
go of my
always
backpack.
lie and just say you're diabetic.
Oh,
What
yeah.
No,
do?
you're not allowed to bring
There?
bulk foods. Like,
Yeah.
if it looks like it's enough to sell, they won't let you bring it. But if you have snacks in your bag, that is A-okay. I think the rules are like no bulk foods for selling, no alcohol. Everything else, you do you.
Okay.
I-
Okay, see, that's
because,
fine.
The no alcohol thing is also bull. It's super easy to get alcohol in there. I ain't gonna
We
tell
know
you
this.
how.
We know this. We know this. Ladies and gentlemen,
But
if you
it's
see us
Sony's.
go to a con and you see me getting through the interview, and my eyes just a little glassy, that's the super juice. I'm just saying, that's the super juice.
it's that edible hitting at the right time.
But overall, I would say Anime Expo was a pretty good con to bring a kid. Like, It was crowded in certain places, but there were always some places you could sit down, post against the wall. You have to sit on the floor. There's never enough seating at these things, but there are
No, I won't
places you
say
can
at
like
these
duck
things.
to sit.
No. And Anime Expo, there wasn't enough seating, but I've been to cons where there was enough seating. Broke my camera.
Okay.
Dang, Fan Expo in Philly had a whole designated room to
Yeah.
just sit and relax.
Yeah, I think
DreamCon has a
also had
designated
that.
room.
No?
DreamCon
has a
I don't
designated-
know if it's
remember?
gotten more packed, but it definitely did when we were there.
Yeah. I appreciate places that have rooms for us to just put our feet up and stuff.
Yeah.
So how was Brooke's patience level?
She kind of loved it.
Okay, that's
She's a
good.
bit of an attention hoe. She loves people. I don't know where she gets it from,
Not
but
a
she
clue.
was delighted and smiling the whole
Mm-hmm.
time.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
good.
so
Gives
she
me
loved it. We
hope.
let her walk around in a few places.
Okay. All right.
Take
That's
pictures.
good. Okay, that gives us hope. Did you guys go to a
Yeah.
panel with her?
I will say Anime Expo is not great when it comes to panels, especially if you have kids, because the lines for a lot of the panels, especially the good ones, are outside. You have to stand outside in July in Southern California.
Titty sweat.
It's hot.
Mm-mm.
If you have kids,
Not
I
gonna do
would
that.
not recommend holding them outside in that heat.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So every panel was basically, any panel that we wanted to go to, it was like, oh yeah, line up outside. Nope, not doing it.
Yeah.
Especially with the tiny one.
Mm-mm.
There are
Can
some
I ask-
inside, but yeah. What's up?
Can I,
Oh, what
can I
happened,
ask
B?
a messy question?
Love
And
them.
I don't know. And Patty, you let me know if this is going to be our segue or not.
Okay.
But you guys have been to multiple cons.
Yes.
And with Anime Expo just wrapping up and DreamCon wrapping up, which con, how can I say this in the most politically correct way?
Mhm.
Which con would you say was the funkiest?
All right, we're leaving, ladies and gentlemen.
If I had to guess, it would be Anime NYC for me, but
And my OSU was
uh,
nasty.
Well, don't do that. Not yet. We just got press passes. Stop. Wait.
Oh,
No.
no, just
No.
push it out.
It smelled bad in November, and now it's in August?
See, here's the
Well,
thing. That's where
listen.
I would say this. I think it's because it was in November, people took advantage and didn't do their due diligence because they're like, it's cold outside.
Well,
It's like
as-
when you wake up in like November sometimes and you're like, I gotta get breakfast. I haven't showered yet. It's cool. It's 30 degrees outside. I could go get breakfast, come back. No one's gonna notice. But you're not considering you're in a con, see? So you're in an enclosed space. So even though the AC might be pumping, it's a lot of body heat. Matter of fact, the AC is not pumping because it's November, so the heat is pumping.
Yeah.
The heat
Yeah.
I actually
pumping,
think you're right.
a lot of hotness,
Yeah.
a lot of
Or-
titty sweat and cheek sweat just mixing.
It is.
in
It's
there.
the reverse. Yeah, the colder the weather, the funkier the con. Because honestly, Anime Expo did not smell that bad. I think in the
the
days
best
we
smelling
went, I only
con?
went through one cloud of
DreamCon.
funk.
Best smelling con was DreamCon. Everybody was well moisturized. Everybody was looking
That's the
good,
cocoa butter.
smelling good. Cocoa butter. That's what happens when you get
I don't
black people
know.
together.
I'm sorry.
Like,
I think that Texas heat had them marinating a little bit more at DreamCon. Anime
yeah.
Expo, they
Yeah.
had the AC running high.
They had
That
to.
AC
They had
was
to.
blasting. Even in Artist Alley, it was still a little chilly.
They had
And
to.
in one of the areas, there's this big vendor in the industry section just selling soap and deodorant.
I saw that. I saw
big
that.
thing.
I saw
Sign
that.
above's called the stank
I saw
free
it.
zone.
Doing the Lord's
The
work.
stank free zone.
Doing
So I
the
think
Lord's work.
because we all knew it was hot, and because the
Mhm.
AC was blasting, smell wasn't that bad. DreamCon, it
Mhm.
was good, but there is a few more clouds of stank.
Mm.
And I think this is good feedback for these cons, right? Because we know this is a wide-reaching podcast, right? The millions upon millions of Black Ramen fans listening
course,
to this
of course,
right
yeah.
now. Many of them are on the boards to these committees, right? So this is not a dig at kind of like the funky smelling committees, right? This is an
Right.
area of opportunity. This is qualitative data. This is feedback, right? And feedback is a gift. We're going to give you an idea for free right here to show why you should partner with my friends here at the Black Ramen Podcast. Whether you have done this in the past or not, you need to partner with Degree. You need to partner with
Right.
Secret. You need to partner with Old Spice. And you need to have them locked in for the entirety of the weekend in high traffic areas and also areas where parties are going to be, right? Your fans, your attendees will thank you so much for this. So much. Because again, we're talking about boots on the ground experiences at these places, right? Word of mouth is a thing. You don't want to be known as the worst smelling con in North America, right? You want to be known as DreamCon. And DreamCon again, what did they have at DreamCon? They had a deodorant table, something for body odors, sprays and such. Get yourself together.
People passing out deodorant at DreamCon.
Yeah, man. If you want to get extra funky with it, you know, you could have somebody there giving tutorials on how to apply cologne and deodorant and stuff like that. But again, I digress. Please do not hold this feedback against my friends here. Instead, take it for what it is. This is our gift to you for free to improve everyone's experience. That's it.
Yeah, I'm not against that. I can co-sign that. Yeah, do that.
I'm Chatty Patty and I approve this message.
Petrol chocolate as well.
Well, I'm glad you guys had fun. You guys look like you have fun. And if you guys want to see how much fun
Who else
they had
fun? Bank of America. Who took
Oh God.
I saw the merch.
Citibank, Chase. Shout out to Chase. They took some of my money.
Discover. They took a hit.
Discover definitely took some money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys want to
PayPal
take a
had a
look
card.
at what they definitely bought and what made them broke, here you go. So there's a picture of them with Brooke, and there's a picture right here, boom, with all the merch they got. I'm improvising, y'all. I'm editing. I'm gonna put that in. So, thank you. Okay, so now since we're into cons, right? I wanted to play something for you guys, and I want to get your feedback from this. So hold on. So this is a guy who went to DreamCon, and after all the smoke is cleared, he decided to put the most. I'll let you see it. I'll let you hear it.
Gosh.
This is me at my very first convention. I was awkward, shy, and honestly, I was just trying to figure out where I belong. Then I got invited to DreamCon. People kept telling me it wasn't just another convention. This was different. A place where black nerds didn't have to explain themselves. So I wanted to find out if that was actually true, or if people were just romanticizing it.
I came to school after Frozen 1 came out, and everybody was like, "You're not Elsa, you're black."
When we were growing up, we were kind of made fun of being black and like anime.
They're not seeing the character, they're seeing my skin tone. Me being told that I couldn't partake in my favorite character, but we at DreamCon now, we can do whatever the hell we want.
And honestly, I had way more fun than I expected. This year, I've been forcing myself to do things that make me uncomfortable. Flying to Chicago alone, talking to strangers, actually leaving my house instead of finding another excuse to stay home. Somehow, DreamCon made all that feel easier.
Here, there's really nothing that's weird.
I was talking to people I never met, playing games with strangers, dancing,
getting our contact information. It was fantastic.
If you have been following this series, it's a much bigger accomplishment than it probably sounds.
Feels like having a nerdy, kind of like black college experience.
But then something strange happened. I kept waiting for this big movie moment, you know, the one where you suddenly feel this overwhelming sense of joy and think, finally, I belong. But it never came. For a while, I actually thought I failed my own experiment.
Anybody that's creating, we know it's very lonely. You're very isolated. It's just you and your phone and you and your computer.
Then I realized I was looking for the wrong feeling. Maybe belonging.
I love having this weekend and dress up as whatever I want to do and not be looked at like I'm crazy.
Isn't the presence of joy. Maybe it's the absence of needing to prove you deserve to be there. Nobody questioned why I like what I like. Nobody questioned why I was there. Nobody expected me to explain myself. Everything just felt normal.
I used to dream where I could be somewhere where I'm surrounded by people that look like me, that have the same passions as me. I would tell myself, we did it.
And that's when I realized this story didn't actually start at DreamCon. It started 12 years ago at my very first convention.
You were the first person I ever met at my very first convention. When I met you, you said my name correctly, D'Adrian. I'm not gonna lie, it really stuck with me all these years.
How many years ago was that?
I was 15, I'm 27 now.
Wow, that's 2 years ago.
I came here expecting belonging to feel extraordinary. Instead, it just feels normal. And maybe that's exactly how it should feel. What place made you feel like you didn't have to explain yourself? This is me at my very first.
That gave me the warm and fuzzies. I am so glad he had that experience.
Right? Yeah. That
Wait,
sounded wonderful.
wait.
Wait.
Hold on. First.
Are you gonna ruin it?
No, first. Hold on. D, do you need a napkin? I saw that tear just come right there on the side of your face.
These are thug tears.
Was a different Petty. Come on.
So, yeah, that pretty much. Yeah, I want to go around and ask how y'all feel about that video. No, stop. Hold on.
He wanted to answer the question.
So straight up, right out the gate, I think to Bree's point, this did give me the warm and fuzzies. I shed several thug tears, and I think it's a heartwarming story of someone not feeling seen and searching for a community where they can feel that they belong. And even though it didn't present itself as they initially intended, they were able to find some happiness in the experience that they had and not, allow that moment to pass them by. Initially it felt like he was looking for the con to live up to some expectation that he had set in his mind based off of what other people said it was. And the turning point in this story was when he took a step back and was like, oh, this is what it is. And he started to kind of like exist in the moment and appreciate the moments for what they were. So I think if anything, this is one of the strongest anti-freak testimonials for DreamCon that they can use. This guy, I don't know if he's, and I'm not saying that they paid this guy. If they did, kudos. I'm glad the check cleared. But again, this seems like it's a very genuine experience and a very powerful testimonial. I think they should reach out to him to see if they could use this as a part of their promotion for next year, or at least have him potentially do some writing for next year to kind of help frame the con in whatever marketing or brand activations that they're doing.
So just because you said that, shout out to Magical Dealer, Magic and Frank. This is your your TikTok, and I will be reaching out saying, hey, thank you. We need to use this. This is amazing. But yeah, this was, I'm not going to talk yet. Bree and Derby, what the video did?
I think because it resonate. It reminded me of the first time I went to DreamCon, because DreamCon was not my first con either. Just like him, I'd gone some other ones, and I felt like already that sense of belonging. Because like, look, fellow nerds all around. This is amazing. I went with some of my friends. But then when I went to DreamCon, that was just a whole nother level of being surrounded with people who get it. Get it in such a different and amazing way. So I will always say, if you're a fan of something, you should go to a con. If you're a black fan of something, you should go to a black con too. I say too, like, not only you can go to all kinds, but it's such a wonderful experience that you could hardly even describe. You just feel it's a different energy. And I won't even say it's exclusive to DreamCon. So far, that's the only black con I've made it to. I want to get down to, I think, is it MomoCon in Georgia?
Yeah,
MomoCon. I want to try Blurred Con. I haven't gotten to, but I really
We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
But yeah, it's just, I agree with that video entirely, and I'm glad he found a way to put it into words.
All right, let me try and find my own words here. Yeah, so like the other two said, it felt a lot of warm and fuzzies, a lot of Doki Doki vibes, if you will. Yeah, but when I went to DreamCon the first time, same feeling. Felt really cool to just see that many black nerds in one place. It's somewhat similar to how I felt like when I joined like cultural clubs in high school. So like, yeah, I was part of the track team, but there were white people, there were black people, it's kind of mixed. And then I joined like the French club, which was really the Haitian club because every Haitian joined up that club. So, and that felt amazing. So like, I understand like why, like there were certain churches like in as a child, like we went to like multiple. So sometimes we would hit up a white one and it just felt not so much wrong, but off, right? Just like you could feel the stares, even if you like looked and no one was looking, you knew that they did. But you went to a black church and you just kind of fit in. And that's what it is. It's just like that moment where you just went and it's like, oh no, I fit in. This is fine. Like there is like, not only is no one questioning me, I'm not questioning myself. Right. So that's where I'm at with what I heard here.
Where to begin? I'm not gonna drag it. I promise. This is a light glaze. Right? So leave me alone, D. So, we did when we went to DreamCon. We went to DreamCon together with our press passes. Hey, what's up, everybody? And the thing that immediately hit me so much was like, we are home. You never knew you was thirsty until you had that first sip of water. That's how it felt like being in an environment like that, being with people, being amongst your peers, just existing. And it just made you realize how important the podcast was, because you got to see people creating spaces for people that look like them. When we created the podcast, it was just like, we just want to talk about shit. Like, we just want to, but then when you go to places like that, like, no, we need to talk about this shit. We need to talk about it from the perspective of people that look like us, because not a lot of people are doing it. I'm not going to say no one, not a lot of people. It's not being done enough. We need to be able to be safe and love what we love without having to explain why we love it. We need to, and that's the problem. When we get into those spaces, right? It's not normal to us. And I feel like he did it in such a great way in this video. Like, nah, you looking for this moment. Don't look for the moment. This is the moment. This is being normal in your shit. You're supposed to feel this shit every day. And if you can't find a place to feel that way, make it your business to feel that way. Make that environment, create that space. This video spoke in so many volumes to me. I'm just scrolling and I was like, what he doing? Like, because you know me, I'm mad because I ain't go to DreamCon, so I'm jealous. I'm jealous scrolling. I'm envy scrolling, you know? And the way he described everything was exactly what a lot of people, if not all of us, a lot of us are feeling when we get into these spaces. And I just felt like it made it cool to have conversations like this, right? We forget that spaces like this were created because there wasn't room for us to begin with, period. So for us to thrive and for us to be the best that we can be and love what we love without being questioned, without being made fun of, we created a spot. We made this. Like, if it wasn't for blacks, this wouldn't be a thing. We made this. Shout out to RDC. True. But
I don't know about shouting out to RDC fully, because they did say DreamCon is not a black con.
Hey. Listen,
I'm just saying. I give credit where credit's due, but I don't give it where it's not due. They explicitly said with their own mouths, DreamCon is not a black con. But we look left and we look right and say, all right, sure.
I mean, listen, we don't know what they're getting paid for with Netflix, and I'm pretty sure that sometimes they can't say certain shit because they don't. Take them creases out, D. I'm trying to smooth this out. I'm trying to get press passes for next year too, just in case we got enough money to leave the state. Okay, I'm trying to question this out. I'm trying to leave this out. Thanks a lot, Bree. This was my moment to land. Really nice with this shit.
Go ahead.
Well, I don't know if he need to shout out DreamCon. You can't just let me have just one.
Nah.
Well, anyway, that was my moment. Well, DreamCon wasn't all, soft, fuzzy bells and whistles and all that. There was some bullshit that happened. So here we go. So I saw a video of a non-black person who was dressed as Frieza, right? So the video starts, he's dressed as Frieza, and another girl is in the video with him. So the girl is like, yo, have fun. And he was like, yeah, I can't wait. This con looks amazing. And she's like, yeah, but you got to stay in character. He walks off. He walks right in the entrance of a hall and says, hello, monkeys. And everybody just turns and the video just cuts off there. I don't know why it cut off there. I'm assuming he got the dog shit beat out of him and TikTok won't let you post shit like that. I'm assuming they dragged him from Texas to Nashville. I'm assuming the worst that's happened right now. So
can I jump in real quick? And I don't mean to derail you because it is the conclusion of the
tag in. You got it. Tag in.
The conclusion of the video after he stated hello monkeys, they showed they panned to a crowd of black people, they were confused. They were just kind of in the walkway in the general area. They seen this weird guy kind of dressed as Frieza just shout hello monkeys. And then they pan back over to the guy and he's actually running away. No one's chasing him. But you can tell that people are kind of like, what the fuck was that? You know what I mean? So there wasn't any violence. And I did want to kind of give that context to it because no, he was not stomped out. But in everyone's defense, I don't think
needed to be.
I don't think
I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree.
I will allow the conversation to unfurl at this point. I will.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, D. Why you think he needs to get his ass beat?
As a black man, I have to tell you, you have to shut the fuck up when two black women are talking. I'm gonna allow you guys to go.
Right. My good man, I wish this Frieza guy had the same common sense in his head, but he did not. But here, first, I have a high tolerance of forgiveness when it's funny, and that's funny shit. That is hilarious, and you know it.
No, it
and
it's
inappropriate. It's very edgy.
Maybe
it's borderline, not even borderline. It's full on inappropriate. But he did it knowing it was something shady. But it was also in character. It was also in character that made it a borderline racist joke. But for me, it was just on the side of edgy comedy. More than it was something blatantly racist. Also, you said he was being interviewed. You said he was being interviewed by someone?
No, he made the skit. It's a skit. He's talking to a girl, and he's like, "Yo, I'm so happy to be here." She's like, "Yeah, have fun, but stay in character." And then, boom, you see the scene where
he said it in character. It was said with enough self-awareness that for me, the butt of the joke was him being a dumbass, not him calling black people monkeys. It's a very fine line in comedy, but for me, that's hilarious, especially with him running away, because it shows enough self-awareness that he knows he's towing the line just a little bit after. I know it's a controversial take, but a lot of comedic skits are meant to be. And for me, I don't think I would take offense if I was there. I'd say, that fucking moron, he really said that. That's guts, but also in character enough.
I think in any other con, I'd be on your side where that is kind of hilarious. But
no, I think specifically because it was a black con or not a black con.
That's what made it worse.
Yeah.
That's what made it worse.
Racist, but it's enough racist for me to be mad.
See, that's how you don't talk to light-skinned people.
Because I sometimes talk to light-skinned people. Jokes, depending on how it's done, how it is performed, and I haven't seen.
Black people.
I haven't seen the video. You just described it to me, but as soon as you described it and the way they panned the camera over, then panned to him running, that was an executed skit.
No,
if it was just a dude named Frieza going around calling individuals
would have been an executed skit.
Camera?
No, would have been an executed.
It would have been different.
Would have been an executed skit if them niggas was beating his ass and all you heard was. That's what have made me feel very, very vindicated that the fact that this nigga thought he could. This nigga made a moment off of black people, bro. He bought a ticket, made it his mission to be Frieza.
I disagree. Frieza is a valid character to be.
Not in DreamCon, nigga. No.
What?
No. Monkeys? You think it's okay for a non-black person to come in the room and say, hello, monkeys? Nigga, you don't deserve to get back to Delta.
Calling individuals monkeys? Absolutely not. A skit where the point is how appropriate it is to do? I think that's a little
no,
different.
he wasn't thinking that. He thought he wanted a moment, and that's what these things are. These are moments. I don't mind you going somewhere because streaming is everything.
Again,
Streaming is everywhere.
I haven't seen it.
It doesn't change the fact that the shit was bull.
I think, and I think as I'm recalling it in my mind, it's possible all of this could have been a skit and the black people that were in front of him were in on it.
That's what made it even worse for me.
No,
yeah.
Everything for me. If the black people there are in on it, then it's just a skit.
No, I don't like that.
My general,
that's fine.
It's the Kevin Hart shit all over again. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and that's essentially where I'm going with this. I mean, listen, you can call me woke, you can call me an insomniac, but here's the thing, man. White content creators in these spaces tend to come to be provocateurs and in some way, shape, size, or form. And it doesn't help that the majority of these like streamers are like, hey, let me tell you a joke. What's the punchline? Racism. And it's like, I'm sick of the shit. It's like, wow, you went in front of a group of black people and called them monkeys. Hilarious. We see that online all the time, right? So I'm like, to me, it's kind of like low-hanging fruit. And I've seen the joke so often to where it's like, I can't be entertained by this. And also with how things are going kind of like in the current state of the country, I have like zero tolerance for shit like this. And people can say like, oh, you're being hyperbolic, you're being super critical, but it's like, nah, man, listen, you can say that it's not a black con and you can say that it's not around black culture, but when I pull up and it smells like Hennessy blunts and cocoa butter, I feel like I'm among my people. Oh no, you see what I'm saying? So when you have somebody in that environment that pulls up and be like, and's like, I don't know, again, if this was an entire skit that people were in on, or if it was just him and this girl or whatever it was. To me, it's just, I don't have the bandwidth to try and see the humor in the punchline being black people are being called monkeys, especially in 2026. They're killing people in the streets. They're deporting people. They're taking people from their homes. They're breaking up families. They're taking away voting rights. And I'm expected to sit here and laugh at some guy dressed as Frieza. Freezer. Calling, trying to rile people up. And I think I just, the other thing is I don't like that type of comedy to begin with. And that's a me thing. It's, I don't like the kind of like shock value, kind of like edgier type of comedy. I like comedians that kind of like craft out their jokes in a very thoughtful way. There's a pretty good like setup and punchline. Whereas with other comedians that have come into prominence, I'm not going to say any names, it's all kind of like racist rhetoric, and the heart of the jokes are how offensive can I be? How racist can I be? How sexist can I be? How xenophobic can I be? How can I kind of like punch down on this group of people and not even make it funny? These guys, there's no punchline in some of these like stand-ups that you're seeing that are kind of like influencing what these streamers and content creators like perpetuate on their stream and in their content. So to button this up and to make this point here, fuck that guy. It just wasn't funny to me. You know what I mean? And that's the long and short of it.
Yeah. There's also, wait, hold on. There's also a content creator that went to DreamCon last year. He got canceled for this. Basically what he did was interview black people. He's Asian. So what he did, he was interviewing people, and then while he was interviewing people, specifically black people, he was like, yo, can I get one off? It was like, what do you mean, can I get one off? He's like, can I get one off? So he's trying to get permission to say the N-word without actually, because at this point, some of them didn't even know. It was like, yeah, go ahead, get one off. They didn't know he was asking permission. He's like, all right, my nigga. And he's like, and they're like left like, this didn't just happen on camera. So when that happens, you're just like a deer in headlights. And sometimes you can't advocate and be like, hey, dude, take me off this shit, or me and you gonna have problems outside or in this hall. Sometimes you just caught off guard, and shame on people who feel like this is okay to go out their way to go to places that are not meant for them. I'm gonna say it. It's not meant for them. And it's not because they're not black. It's not meant for them because the type of media that they put out there is harmful to communities like this. So that's why I say they don't belong, right? So we need to make sure these people, before you give them press passes or influencer passes, do your homework, ladies and gentlemen. Go look in their fucking shit, in their fucking social medias, instead of just looking at the numbers and just saying, okay, you get a pass.
Patty,
That's messed up.
Even without the passes, because a lot of them will buy their own ticket, and there's no real way to stop
All right, if you buy your own ticket, the moment
no
this
real
shit
way to
airs,
stop them.
oh yeah, we could stop them. I already showed you how. Somebody gonna get their ass beat.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna get their ass beat.
Patty, I'd love to believe that we lived in a world where that would happen, but what would just happen is a bunch of black people are going to jail.
You gotta catch me first.
Yeah, I think it's happening on camera, Patty. I think they caught you.
Listen,
they got a tape of their ass whooping.
They got
I think they got it
everywhere. They got push ices everywhere. I get me a size medium.
Unfortunately, DreamCon happens in Texas. I don't think you getting a fair trial.
I mean, I will say this to con goers and to that story that you told, Patty, because especially with the guy trying to get the N-word pass, I think it's important to kind of let con goers know, especially in kind of like some of these black spaces, right? Or if you are black, like they like to do a lot of interview content and stuff like that. Hey, can I interview you? This, that, and the third. Like you have the opportunity to say no, especially if you don't know the content creator. And again, that's up to you as like a con goer, but it's for your safety in some instances, right? If you don't know who this person is or what question they can literally ask you anything once that camera is on them and that footage is theirs. And regardless of how you feel about it, you can try to fight it in court and stuff like that, but you're going to come out of a lot of money to try and do that. And I don't think any real judge would kind of look at that in a sense to where it's like, you know, you didn't consent to being recorded by standing there and doing the interview. So I would say just use discernment. Congoers should use discernment. And it's like, hey, man, if you don't know the media personality or the person and they're trying to interview you, you could politely and respectfully say no, thank you, and keep it pushing.
Especially if he's not black. Ladies and gentlemen, if he's not black, if he's not melanated,
honestly,
don't do it.
I wouldn't even trust like if they're black. Like there are black people who are shock jock streamers as well. I think I remember one going to DreamCon just yelling where are the baddies. Like I think that's
another one too. That's another one too. I think he got kicked out. Go ahead.
I fully agree that it is not cool for content creators to go and make content out of people who do not agree to become content.
Yeah.
That's not right. So a lot of shock jockeys, that's what they're doing. The person doesn't know their content and yet they're being made into content. But I would still say, depending on how this joke, specifically the freezer, as you like to say, one was made, how it was done, intentions, I think that could be a funny skit setup just for the absurdity. But I think for one of D-Town's points, how fucked up the world outside is, the more fucked up it is, I think the more important it is to laugh at the absurdity, to laugh at how ridiculous it is, to point out these things and make commentaries on it in a way that can still bring a little bit of joy while also building awareness at how fucked up it all is. So this show, just as well, I could see, like I said, it being just a funny skit writing if the main commentary is paralleling some of the accidentally or who knows intentionally racist tones in Dragon Ball Z and how that can map off onto real life racism. There can be a fun commentary there. I did not see it. So I am judging purely based off the description. Laughing at the idea of a white guy running from getting his ass beat in a comedy sense. Also acknowledging it wasn't appropriate. I hold these two as truths. It could be funny and it could be inappropriate at the same time.
Listen, I could laugh at this when we're not in it. Like, you know, it's funny. We can make jokes about this when we're not suffering and we're not going through this. And we could be like, yeah, remember 10 years ago, this motherfucker did this. I could be like, yeah, this could be funny. Okay, yeah, this could be funny. When you're living in it, I don't see anything funny about this. Like I came here to get away from you, nigga. Like, and then all of a sudden you bring this to me. I when I go home, I'm fighting for my life. I'm fighting for my life every day. I bought a ticket to specifically be in a place like this and just be around people, be around family, be home. And then still is invaded. And that's why I feel like I can't say the word. Can you say the word, please? Somebody
Exclusive.
Exclusivity. Yeah.
Exclusivity and inclusivity.
Yes, it's very important. And I know some people, especially non-POC people, feel threatened when they see that because it's like, oh, if they do it, we do it. And they get mad when we do it. It's not about that. It's not about like kicking people out. It's more so about finding something that makes us, how can I say it? That doesn't mess with our mental. Being home, being amongst our peers.
I will say, DreamCon ain't that. It goes back to what I said. RDC World themselves says this is not a black con. If it were a black con, then it would have stricter rules in place. And so stuff like this, he would have been kicked out on the spot.
We are never getting press passes again.
Big
we are never going to Texas again.
Made money. It's blown up. When we went a few years ago, I loved it so much because it also felt a little smaller. The first time we went twice, the very first time, it was kind of tiny for a con. It wasn't absolutely tiny, but it was relatively small to medium sized. It felt cozy. Felt like the people who were there just wanted to be there and hang out. There was room to move around. There was always stalls in the bathroom. But every year it has increased in size, and congrats for that massive success. Yeah. But the goal is to increase in size, increase in revenue. This Wiz is not a black con. It is not a con meant to give us that safe space. Not saying this is right, but if you're looking for that kind of safe space, then this might not be the con you necessarily want to go to because it doesn't have those strict regulations to protect black people. This is the con for everyone. Unfortunately, everyone includes assholes.
Yeah, but you know what? You can't say it's not. I think it started off as a black con first and foremost, but I feel like with all the traction that they're getting, I feel like he had to say that. Me personally, I don't agree, but I feel like maybe because there's certain things that you cannot say because you're gaining traction.
I think you would get in legal trouble.
I will extend. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Brie.
I was just going to ask, do you think this guy got kicked out of the con after this?
No, not at all. It was very clearly a skit of some kind, whether the con goers were in on it or not. I do recall somebody kind of like dressed as Goku stepping towards the front. So it might have just been one of those things that like kind of like everyone was in on. And I'm okay with being in the minority on this one. As far as like D-Town is overreacted, I'm okay. I will own that.
No, it's okay. Patty's right there with you.
It's not overreacting. We're not overreacting. I'm okay to be the Dr. Umar on the podcast. All right,
that's fine. But I will say, in regards to it not being labeled a black con, I'm going to extend some grace to our brothers in RDC. Not that they need it, right? But I understand code switching, and I know exactly what's going on here. You're gonna play the game. You gotta do it. I understand. It's not fair. Nobody really likes it at the end of the day, but we understand that there is a duality that comes with being a successful business or a successful figure in a community and with what it is that they're trying to build. And we understand also how, oh geez, I don't want to say that, but I will say it. We understand how we can be punished for taking pride in our identity in certain instances. So I'm not trying to make them sound like sellouts or anything like that, right? That's not what I want to put out there, but I understand that there is a lot riding on this for them. So I would understand kind of like the code switching aspect of it, that from the top level all the way down, like we can say a lot of stuff and we can do a lot of stuff, but we also employ 400 people at this event or throughout the year, you know what I mean, through this event. So we can't if we were to take this stand, this jeopardizes their livelihood. So
which is absolutely fair. I'm not condemning them for this. RDC World has done amazing for themselves. They made a really great event. That's a lot of fun. But I mean, specifically, if you are looking for a comfortable, protective space for Black fans to not feel threatened or attacked, you need to make that event. That would be a separate type of event you're making where that is the focus, where you're not intending commercial success, where you're not going for business, where you're not hoping to employ people and really like build something or build commercially.
Is that possible? Can you do that?
Make a local event, make a local con. It'll be small.
small.
That's the thing. You have to train size and success, or trade size and success for this local protective thing you've made. If you set up a meetup, you're allowed to set these strict requirements like, and if you do X, Y, or Z, we will have you removed because this is our intention. This is what we are creating. We are creating a space. Safe space is such an overused word. I wish I had a different word for it. But we are creating this cozy hangout for this specifically. So when I say DreamCon is not that, I don't mean in a condemning way. I mean it has a different pursuit.
Yeah, and I think it's when we talk about like events and stuff like that, right? I think the other thing to keep in mind is how the event is curated, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can say, hey, this is not a Black event, but you could have a cocoa butter sponsorship. You see what I'm saying?
Blackity black.
You know what I mean? You could have soul food trucks outside.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
What? You know what's concerning? You know what's concerning, D? Is that if I go to a con, why the fuck I should be safe regardless, especially if it's DreamCon.
Well, hey.
I don't think we should. There are rules and regulations when you buy your tickets. They're on the fine print. And I'm pretty sure if this would have hit the media personnel of DreamCon, they would have took action. I feel like they would have took action.
They would.
No, I don't think so. I don't think they want to scare away the influencers. I don't think they want to scare away the content creators by being too strict.
I think there are some influencers they would want to scare away because if you have too many of them,
so they're
tank the con.
Yeah,
I may have had a fever dream about this, and you guys will keep me honest, but there was some scuttlebutt this year with DreamCon where I think they invited an influencer and they found her old tweets and they uninvited that influencer because of the content of those old tweets. So I think they are taking steps towards making it safe. I don't think this was an issue. This freezer skit was an issue of safety. If anything, it's just an issue of people coming to a con and being weird, which I guess, and I don't know how we're doing on time, but do we want to get into the streamers that have been attending, that attended? Oh my God, I'm tripping over my motherfucking goddamn tongue. Let me
take a sip. Take a sip. I was going to ask you what's on that cup.
We all got to hit the library. That's all that means.
I mean, I'm glad that's a great segue. There was another streamer that was on there, and we do have a little time. Before Brooke gets up, hold on. It is nap time. That's how we do this for y'all. Hope y'all appreciate it.
We should have like 10 more minutes. We can do it.
Yeah,
okay.
At least.
So there was another streamer that came on here. It was a girl, and she was recorded, and she was saying like, "Yo, this anime shit is weird. Like that's just weird. She said it like 3-4 times while she's streaming live. Everybody was like, "Then why the fuck are you here?" There's even a guy in the background. You could hear him say, "Then why the fuck are you here?" So she goes home and she goes a live stream to try to, damage control. And she's like, "Well, the reason I'm at DreamCon is because somebody invited me. I was invited. Somebody bought my ticket." Still in the comments while she's live, why the fuck did you go? Did you not know what kind of con it was? Why did you go? Why are you here? Like, you're just understand when you do stuff like that, you're taking it away from people that really want to be here. Remember, not everybody was able to get tickets. And I get it. You're there to stream. It's just read the room, bitch. Like, you came to a space and granted, DreamCon is no longer one of those anime only cons. Well, maybe it was always like that.
It has never been. Yeah.
It has never been.
Officially, their site says a premier entertainment convention.
Yeah.
Unites enthusiasts globally to celebrate gaming, anime, sports, film, music, and pop culture. So they have a wide net.
Well, the first time we went, it felt like it was really anime influenced and anime based. My experience.
Nope.
I felt it was like
I
that.
felt it was,
based. We just didn't go to
gaming
those
and
events.
anime. I would feel it was more gaming and anime. I figure the pop culture and
Also
music
streaming based.
feels like something I didn't really feel. Yeah, it feels more heavily pop culture, music, streaming,
Okay.
and gaming and anime.
Maybe because
So
of the
hence,
places that we went to.
broad, wide net.
Okay.
And
And
unfortunately,
how
that
few
net.
times we went to the main stage. Like the one time we went to the main stage, it was like three or four YouTubers that were running the event.
I don't go to
that we
Anime
watched.
NYC or Anime Expo's main stage either, though.
But
We went to the main stage. It was the Black Girls Cosplay event where it had Kira Please and there. Who's the black voice actress?
Anaris.
Yeah, she was there. We went to the main stage for that. Well, maybe how I saw it. Maybe I had tunnel vision. The rooms, the panels we went to were the
All
Black
anime.
Anime show, the Black Anime Jeopardy thing.
Yeah,
We
Patty,
went
I
to-
agree with you. I do feel like the
one of them was
culture over the
Boondocks,
years
though.
of DreamCon has
It's changed.
shifted.
Yeah.
It's less nerd because some of the stuff isn't nerd culture in the way that we thought of it.
No, it's
Because I
more
wouldn't say
streaming.
pop culture is nerd culture. You can be a pop culture nerd, but in the same way, the kind of thing that got you bullied in high school, people weren't getting bullied in high school because they liked a current popular singer.
True,
You got
true.
bullied because you were reading comics or gaming too hard. So
Right.
the focus does feel like it's gotten more broad. And I think that's what happened, or that's what gets people like this kind of come in, where it's like, yeah, I came because it's this famous influencer, this YouTuber, this streamer. Oh, yeah, and there's some anime stuff on the side. But why is that anime stuff mixing in with my mainstream?
Right.
That's it. It's part nerd stuff, part mainstream. That's
Gaming
all
and
blending
mainstream.
together.
Yeah.
And that's how you get people like this coming and having
Yeah.
the audacity to look around at a convention, because a con itself is always still a nerdy thing to attend, period. No matter how mainstream the con is, it's a con. Slow your roll. But to look around and to say, in this massive crowd, the stuff you like is stupid. Come on, girl.
That's crazy. Wait, D has
Also,
something to
she could've
say.
Googled
He's biting his
something,
lip.
like-
Oh, I'm sorry, D.
No, I think she said that on purpose to get that reaction. Me personally, I think she said that.
Google something.
Nah, I think she said that in
Oh,
order.
yeah.
What she said. Yeah, I think she said that on purpose because nobody asked you, bitch. You just came out of nowhere. It just said this anime shit weird. This anime, nah.
Yeah, and I think that's going to we're going to see more of that in the years to come as these cons grow. I don't want to say the name of the person that I'm thinking about, but there recently was a case where one of these streamers who provoked black people. This isn't at a con, but the guy was provoking black people with the intent to enrage them and kill them, and he ended up getting shot, and he's locked up, and he's like they're not going to release him unless he pays like close to like $100,000, something like that. But it is being looked at as like a hate crime, and you could look
That's
at
a
his
beautiful
tweets.
story.
Yeah, I'm not going to say the guy's name, but I think you guys know who I'm talking about.
We know who you're talking about. We know who
Okay,
you're talking
very good.
Mhm.
But I look at that instance, and I kind of look at this instance at DreamCon. While they're not the same, they do have kind of like the same undertones, right? You're actively going into a place saying things about people to incite them. And that is a big part of kind of like my issue with streaming culture. It's like you guys are a bunch of losers, kind of like, let me not be general, but some of them are
Ones that make
losers.
national news.
Yeah,
usually are. Like the other ones are just making content that some of their fans like, and they're chilling in that little area they exist in. And then,
Indeed.
Yeah, and then these people who just need that full attention scale.
Yeah, and that's my problem with it. And again, I'm not trying to be super generalist when I say this, but a lot of the content that I see from these streamers, to your point, Derby, is they're going into spaces just provoking people for a reaction so they could clip it and get views, right? And I think, as with anything, when we start to build things and they take on kind of like a cultural space and they start to grow culturally, we're going to get people that kind of try to come in and see what's going on, and look at this as an opportunity to kind of like make their content or come to these places to provoke people and things of that nature. So I think that's part of what this is, and I think the brilliance in that clip that we seen was I think she was trying to get a reaction by saying, no, this anime shit is weird. Whenever you make these people try to explain their stance, they fucking glitch out, man. The best thing that the dude did in that clip was ask, like, well, why the fuck are you here?
Right? Go home.
It's mad niggas walking around in a Akatsuki print right now. And you talking about how weird Naruto is? Fuck like you. Go home.
Like, you saw this online. Like, people were cosplayed before you got in. So explain why you still walked. Matter of fact, again, my stance is, you can't give me that anime is weird when you could have just Googled what DreamCon is. I won't accept, I just got a free. I have never gone somewhere that I was invited to that I didn't know ahead of time and not Googled not only the location, what the event's going to be, who might be there. Like, no.
Who's there? Who made the potato salad?
Exactly.
Who's coming? Whose house is it?
No.
You do that to your family. You do that to the cookout because certain people don't wash their shit the way they supposed to. You're not gonna do that to a con. Nah, bitch, you wildin'.
Go by now. No, I can't eat there. I gotta go with a full stomach.
Yeah, and if anything, to me, because it's like I see people getting into kind of like who she is and what it is that she's into, and oh, you like this and you're weird. Oh, you like that and you're weird. And I'm like, no, we can dead the conversation right here. Yeah. You came to a 3-day weekend full of anime niggas saying you think the anime shit is weird. Why the fuck are you here? You're weird. You could be anywhere else in America right now.
You're like anywhere in the world, really.
Oh, I was invited. You could have chose not to come. That makes you even more weirder. You didn't ask no questions.
You
didn't figure shit out.
I'm going.
Yeah. Just said I'm gonna go out here with my stream and set up and get content because I'm gonna tell you why she was there, and y'all ain't gonna like this shit. But the reason she was there is because that's where the niggas is at.
Yeah.
Well, my damn ass niggas at ain't for that shit, y'all bad. 50s,
no,
20s.
We're supposed to be saying women aren't just showing up for the guys. Stop it.
That one was.
No, I'm not.
We don't know if she was actually into the guys. She could have been there for the women. We don't know what
she could have been gay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, hey, listen.
She wasn't. She wasn't.
I'm not hearing the women aren't going there for the guy. There's like three niggas.
I go there for the titties.
There's very good, and that is quite American of you. I don't dispute that. I too attend for but there's 3 guys.
I'm personally there for the cheeks, but hey, titties are nice too.
My entire timeline has been just 3 different guys on 3 separate days, just lifting women up.
The uppies?
The uppies. The uppies. They are lining up for these. These guys are doing time lapses from sun up to sundown. Lifting up women as small as I've ever seen and as large as I've ever seen in a positive way, but some of them I'm like, bro, I need to know the workout routine,
right?
Because
I'm gonna tell you right now, somebody got a hernia.
Hey, listen,
somebody got a hernia.
Maybe on the premium uppies.
No, we'll see that on like the Surviving DreamCon DreamCon doc.
That's why that lady went for DreamCon. Yeah, exactly.
You did that on purpose, D. You did that on purpose.
It'll be 20 years from now to be on Netflix. It's like, yeah, my name was Brad. I was down there doing uppies for 19 summers in a row, and I can't walk straight.
What's that documentary song that they put on TikTok where it's like, where's the camera?
Oh yeah,
that's been a very fun trend.
Somebody was going crazy on that violin in that clip. Like, my God, they was crazy.
There was one lady that actually did it right. She was like, y'all doing it wrong. She had different shirts. She was like, it's Megan. It's Megan. It's Megan. And she comes in, she's like, hi, I'm Megan. I love it. I love it. And there's one more that I love real quick. This one just like the documentary of the girl with the tightest poom poom.
This is already great.
It's me.
And to that, I like when she says, I would like people to refer to me as my name and not my condition.
I love it. This is why black people need to exist, yo. We just make everything better. The season, everything is better with black people in it, no matter what trend it is. The girl with the tightest poom. It's crazy. She said, "Yeah, I know. Do I know Vibes Cartel personally? No, but I feel like he did say my name in the song." I was like, oh, gosh. But listen, so all to say, let's wrap this up. I just want to say this, right? Ignore my son in the background. But I just want you guys to understand, we're not having this discussion to discourage you from going to DreamCon or to any cons in particular. It's more so you see the beauty, and with beauty comes with bullshit. Now, the main goal of going to these cons, we want all of you to have an experience of actually feeling like you belong and creating your own safe space when you leave. You see what it looks like. I mean, listen, the credit card gonna be there, the bill gonna be there when you get back. It's what you do with it, all right? So we want you to be safe. We want you to do what's necessary to keep your mental health and your peace well intact. But also we want you to understand there are fuck boys and fuck bitches that come here to get a reaction, to get their content. Hold on one moment.
Hey man. And to that point, I know we spent a lot of time on kind of like some of the more unsavory parts of DreamCon, but I do want to say that even though we spent a lot of time on those are like, I would say, small detractors. You know, and mind you, I wasn't there. I'm an observer, my nigga. Like, you know, go and have a good time, go and enjoy yourself. And again, I think the best representation of kind of like a testimonial for DreamCon, we played earlier in the episode. And I think that is kind of like, it frames a very positive perspective on what the con is and what the con represents. And it's a direct account from someone who attended this year. Yeah. So I would definitely say, tell people to kind of like consider that and weigh heavily into that when considering everything that we've talked about today. Don't let the negative outweigh the positive. Stay focused on the positive, and above any and all things, go where you are celebrated, not where you are tolerated.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. And I would say, don't really look at the social media stuff. I find rarely the experience I see in the clips after con matches the experience I had at the con. A lot of times I look at the clips and say, oh, that happened? Yo, I didn't even know. That I hadn't heard about. That's trending with 1 million views. Did not cross my path once while I was there. So anything that's less than a minute does not represent the con experience.
Nah, you're gonna be there for like multiple days, for multiple hours.
Yeah, there's some dude that was at the con. It was like, this nigga was there. I was in that room. Like you, it's so much to do. There's so many things that you're gonna miss. But real quick. Most importantly, don't think about looking up or trying to feel what these people in these clips feel. It's a moment that you got to experience for yourself. Just like how this individual said, I was looking for that wow moment when it wasn't that wow moment. It was just feeling normal. That's his moment. Just figure out what your moment is and what's going to make you feel great at that moment. And with that being said, any final words from anybody else? Hold on, I got to say this. Derby, your skin is glowing over there, bro. You have been looking like the epitome of Black excellence. What's up? That's the glow I've been trying to get for mad long in the bathroom. I was like, I'm trying to do the Derby glow right here.
I don't know what to tell you. Again, about that news word too. I don't know.
Damn it. Melanin.
Lotion. I don't know.
Enough is enough. Derbs. Drop the skin routine.
Please,
America needs
it. Please do.
Oh, Bree knows the skin routine.
He puts body lotion on his face. Oh.
Wait, hold up. But what kind? Wait, don't say it on the air. After you could put it on, you could put it in the chat. We're not sponsored yet. We're not sponsored.
Suave.
But ladies and gentlemen, shout out to D-Town. Thank you. Don't forget to tune on to Hip Hop and Anime Vibes. He will come back eventually. And thank you again, D, for taking time out to talking with us. And we do have prior episodes with D. You definitely have to check them out in our Patreon. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, go to our Patreon where we have
about dog nigga.
Whoa, hey.
They go that sponsorship.
That is a name we do not speak of. I just got done saying a whole lot of radical stuff on here. We will not do that.
How did you think that was gonna play out? Think I'll remember like one of our very first conversations.
Dog nigga? Yeah, well.
I'm a different man.
Times have changed. You know, I've grown.
I have grown. Nigga, that was yesterday. Nigga, we partying.
Today. And that being said, we are out. Peace.